And we are live. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? I hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all doing great. Want to welcome you guys to the Beast Pod. Man, I'm super pumped and excited about the show because we are about to get down and dirty today, guys. For those who don't know who I am your host, Coach Beast. And this podcast is totally dedicated to you guys, youth football coaches all around the country, all around the world. This is where you learn how to dominate your league. This is where you get your questions answered, guys. And I'm just excited about this show because we're going down to the foundation, right? We're going to talk about how to become a youth football coach. And more than that, we're going to talk about how to become a high value youth football coach. That's right, a high value youth football coach. So a few things. We're going to get a few things out the way because it's some things I want to really impart into you guys that's going to take you to the next level. But I want to get kind of the small things out of the way. First and foremost, if you're just coming on, do me a solid. Hit that like button for me. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell if it's your first time. If it's not your first time, just hit that like button for me so we can let other coaches know that we are live. And once you hit that like button, once you hit it, I want you to comment like, the word like, L-I-K-E. I want to see like in the comments. Now, really pumped and excited about this challenge today, right? If we get 50 likes today, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to give away my entire Beast Unleashed Championship system. That's right. I'm giving away all 22 of my playbooks to a lucky coach if we hit 50 likes on the show today. If we hit 60 likes on the show today, guess what I'm doing? I'm giving away another one. If we get 70 likes today, guess what? I'm giving away another one. 80 likes, another one. 90 likes, another one. 100 likes, another one. Y'all got me? So make sure you hit that like button, guys, because I love giving away my stuff. I absolutely love it. So make sure y'all hit that like button. So guys, again, super pumped and excited about the show, guys. If you are the note taker type of coach, this is the type of show you want to take some notes because you're going to probably learn some things that you didn't know. I'm going to be very practical today. Also, I'm going to get through this as fast as I can because I want to open up live Q&A for you guys. So if you got questions, you can ask those questions. Shout out to my TikTok family, shout out to my Facebook family, and shout out to my YouTube family who's on the show. So let's get this party started, guys. So what I want you to do is rep your squad. This is, y'all know, this is my favorite segment of the show. This is where you let me know what city and state you come from and let me know the team that you are coaching or you have coached, all right? So I want you to put where you're coming from so I can show you guys some love, your city, your state, and what team you coached either currently or previously. It doesn't matter. I want to shout you guys out. Shout out to Coach Luis from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Shout out to you, one of my favorite places in the country. I got family over there in New Mexico. Shout out to you, Coach. We got Coach Baker in the house. Shout out to him from Weatherford. Shout out to his, 7U Roost team, Weatherford, Texas. Shout out to you, Coach, man. Welcome to the show. Shout out to Coach Daniel for the super chat, the $2 super chat. Man, appreciate you so much for the love, brother. Thank you for that super chat, man. You are awesome. Let's see. We got Coach Brooks in the house. Shout out to him and his Milwaukee, Wisconsin crew. Shout out to the Panthers. Let's go, Panthers. Shout out, let's see, Coach Daniel, a.k.a. Coach DC. I got you, brother. I got you, man. Thank you so much. Shout out to Coach Anthony in the house from Selma, California. Shout out to him and his Selma Bandits squad. Shout out to you, Coach, man. Welcome to the show. We got a lot of new timers in here. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see here. Shout out to Big Time Breaks. He said the GOAT is live, man. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you so much, man, for those kind words. I appreciate you, man. Let's see here. Coach Daniel, let me see. We are flying today. We are flying with the comments today. Shout out to you, Coach Daniel, Las Vegas, and his Sin City Bengals. Shout out to you, Coach. Let's see. We got Coach Young Jr. in the house from Cleveland, Mississippi. Shout out to him, BMU, Big Man University. I love that. I love that. Let me jump over here to TikTok, give my TikTok fam some love. Let's see here. We got Coach Brandy in the house from Belton, Missouri. Shout out to Coach from representing Belton Middle School. Shout out to you. We got Coach Neva in the house from Jersey. Shout out to you, Coach, man. Let's see. We got GMA for life. He says, love your content. She says, love your content. Excuse me. Thank you so much for those kind words. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I'm pumped about the show today, y'all. Y'all got me excited, man. Y'all got me excited. Shout out to Crawfish 383. Shout out to him from Sapapola. I don't know if I said that right. I know I butchered it. Sapola, Oklahoma. Shout out to the Chieftains squad. Shout out to you, Coach. Let's see. GMA is from Northern Indiana. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Let's see here. If y'all are ready to get this show on the road, I want y'all to give me a hell yeah in the comments. Give me a hell yeah in the comments if y'all ready to get the show on the road. Shout out to you, Coach Tim from Arnold, Missouri. Shout out to his Junior Warrior squad. We got Coach Dix in the house from Merritt Island. Shout out to him and his Mustang squad. Coach Bishop, shout out to you and your Bull squad. Let me see, Coach Rome, shout out to you and your Falcon squad. Oh my God, we are loaded today on the show, Miss Beast. We are loaded on the show. Shout out to you, Coach York. Shout out to you and your Timberwolves squad. Coach Hill and your Panther squad. Y'all are rocking it today. Again, guys, those who are just chiming into the show, man, again, welcome. Do me a solid, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell if you are new. Also, we have a playbook giveaway goal. If we get 50 likes on the show today, if we get 50 likes, I'm giving away my entire system, literally the Beast Unleashed Championship Playbook system. I'm giving away all 22 of my playbooks to a lucky coach. If we hit 50, again, if we hit 60, I'm going to give away another one. If we hit 70 likes, I'm giving away another one. If we hit 80 likes, I'm giving away another one. I don't care, guys. I love being a blessing to you guys and giving away stuff because it's all about the kids at the end of the day, right? It's all about the kids at the end of the day. If y'all ready to get the show on the road, can I get a hell yeah in the comments? Give me a hell yeah. Let's go, guys. Let's go. All right. So we're going to, before we get into the show, guys, we're going to go ahead and pay some bills real quick. Tonight's episode is sponsored by the Beast Playbook Store. If you're a youth football coach who's tired of guessing and you want proven playbooks and systems that actually work, the Beast Playbook Store has you covered. These are field-tested systems, offense, defense, and complete program tools built to simplify your job and help you win and dominate. So for anybody who's wondering what the Beast Store is, that is my store. You probably already been there and got you a playbook or two. Just so you know, if you haven't, there is a QR code on the screen. You can scan that QR code and check out the Playbook Store. Also, guys, and I'm kind of getting ahead of myself a little bit, but guys, I have free resources. I got my free full season practice plan, guys. If y'all want to get your hands on that, you can just come in, practice, and I will send you a link to that. Basically, it's going to send you directly to the store, and you just scroll down and get that. And also my free offensive block and drill book is in the store as well. Again, you can just comment with the number 88. Again, that's the number 88 in the comments, and I will send you the link to that as well. All right, guys. So let's get this party started, man. I'm really excited about this show because I want to help a lot of you guys today. Okay. Now, we at that point of the season, if you was on the show the last time, we talked about the ghost zone. The ghost zone. So what is the ghost zone? The ghost zone is that time of the year where 90 to 95% of coaches are not doing anything. Youth football coaches are just chilling. They're not trying to learn anything. They're just waiting to the football season start. And we know in the ghost zone, this is where your season can really determine if it's made or it's broken, right? So if you're on the show today, what that tells me is that you are taking advantage of the lack of coaches, during this time of the year. In other words, you're in the top 5 to 10% of coaches who want to stand out, who want to be the standard in your league. But I don't only want you guys, right, to dominate as youth football coaches. And I don't want you just to become a youth football coach. I want you to be a high value youth football coach. I want you to put a 1 in the comments if you want to be a high value youth football coach, not just a youth football coach with a youth football team, but you want to be a high value youth football coach, right? With a high value youth football program. I want to see them ones. Put them ones up, guys. Put those ones up in the comments. I want to know, guys, how many of you want to have a high value youth football program? Because what does it mean to be high value, right? What in the hell, Coach Beast, what are you talking about? What is a high value youth football program? A high value youth football program is simply a program that is based in instilling life skills into their kids, okay? Not only preparing them for the next level, but preparing them for the next level of life, not just the next level of football. So we focus on character development, leadership development, right? Teamwork, sportsmanship. We want our programs to be the standard in our leagues. We set the tone, right? We set the precedent in our leagues, and that's what it's about. That's what it's about. We want to be the standard that everybody looks up to. We want to have the program, right, that gets the attention of the mayor, that gets the attention of the local news stations and the media, and get the attention of ESPN, State Farm. We want people to connect to us because we're not just trying to win games, but we're trying to win the city, right? That's what a high value youth football program is. And that's what a high value youth football coach is. He is called to be a servant and a leader to the kids and the people of his community. Man, y'all got me preaching, man. I'm cooking. It's too early in the show for me to be cooking so good right now, right? It's too early in the show. So what I want to do is, there are some steps that you need to have in order to, become a youth football coach, aka a high value youth football coach over here. Okay, guys, and we about to get the party started, guys. The first thing is, you need to know your why, right? You need to know your why. Why do you want to be a youth football coach? What was your reason? Let me know in the comments, what was your reason why? And we're about to lay down some good reasons and some bad reasons, okay? Let's start with a good reason. You want to make a difference in your community, right? For many of you guys, y'all know my story of how I got into coaching, right? I joined the Air Force. When I joined the Air Force, I had a medical issue. They sent me home, right? They sent me home and I was depressed. I was just like down on my luck. And I wanted to do something for my community. I still wanted to make a difference. The reason why I wanted to join the Air Force was to make a difference because I love my country, right? And also I had just finished high school, and my dad was talking to me about joining the Air Force, and we seen it as an opportunity for me to get an education and a trade while I was there. Again, things didn't work out because of a health issue. Came home. I was 20 years old, guys, 20 years old. And I seen, kids out there practicing. And this was, at the time, this was the senior team of the program I eventually took over, years to come. And so some told me to go to that coach, say, hey, man, how do I become a youth football coach? And shout out to Coach Steinbrenner. Coach Steinbrenner told me, hey, go to the rec league, do this, do that. The rest is history, right? So I wanted to make a difference in my community, guys. And I wanted to do something that I loved, which was, you know, coach football and teach the game of football because, my athletic career was pretty much over with after high school, you know, and I didn't know this the funny thing, guys. I didn't know that I would love coaching more than I love being a student athlete and playing the game. Actually, how many of you guys are like that? You actually enjoy coaching more than you do being an athlete and taking those hits or taking those, dingers or getting injured, right? So that was my why, right? Now, here's a wrong reason. So we're going to go back and forth. I'm going to tell you the wrong reason to get into coaching. You just want to call plays. Big mistake. You just want to call plays. If you just want to call plays, what that's going to do is when you run into any kind of turbulence, you're not going to want to do it. And I know a lot of coaches like this, guys. I know a lot of coaches who are literally coaching youth football, not for the kids, not for the sake of development. They just want to call plays, and they want the satisfaction of calling the play, getting a touchdown, and be braggadocious about it, right? Those coaches are what we consider microwave coaches. Most of them are microwave coaches, and usually it's short-lived because they focus on stacking talent, calling plays. And the thing about it is a lot of these guys will win a championship or win a game, win a lot of games based off of sheer talent, not necessarily coaching ability, but sheer talent. But what hurts them is they may win a championship, but they're not remembered because their culture sucks. They're not really making an impact in the community or in the life of the kids because they're just focused on winning games. You don't want to be that coach, right? Because again, guys, we're trying to be high value over here, right? We're not trying to be microwave coaches. And look, if you are a microwave coach, look, I don't want you to feel bad. You're in the right place because, for us, and y'all know this, we talked about the 4 different type of coaches, right? The 4 different type of youth football coaches. You got the microwave coach, right? You got the stovetop coach. You got the oven bake coach, and you got the crock pot coach, right? We got those 4 type of coaches. We want to make more oven baked and stovetop coaches, right? That's focused on not just winning games, but winning the city, winning the community, winning every kid in your program, not just the best ones, right? So again, you don't just want to call plays. Number 2, another good reason is you want to mentor and lead young athletes, right? That's a great reason. You want to be a mentor. You want to be a change agent. We need these. Look, I coached for 15 years. I coached youth football for 15 years. I coached softball and volleyball. If you add that, what's that, 17, 18 years of coaching. And then I worked with kids pretty much all my life. So you can say 20 plus years I've worked with kids. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that when you are coaching these kids, they come from broken homes. They come from backgrounds where you're like, what in the world? A lot of these kids, they go home after practice. They're taking care of their, young brothers and sisters, for whatever reason. I always tell the story, guys, of a player that called me at like 12 at night, one of my players. And I'm like, I'm in the bed. Like I'm thinking it's an emergency, right? Kid called me 12 midnight and I'm over here. He's like, what's up, coach? I'm like, man, I'm good, man. Are you good? You straight, And literally he was like, yeah, I'm just walking the neighborhood. Now, mind you, this kid was in the hood, one of the more dangerous areas in the county of where I coached. And this is a 11, 12-year-old kid just walking the street 12 at night, right? So you got kids that got a lot of problems, and you need, being a mentor and being a leader for these kids is paramount. Y'all feel me? Absolutely paramount. And this is another wrong reason, guys. You want control and power. there's a lot of guys out here who just want control and power. Again, a lot of ego, it's a lot of things coaches try to do to compensate for what they lack in their personal life. You don't want to be that guy. And then the last good reason is you love teaching the game, man. And that's also a part of why I do it. I love teaching the game. I love teaching, period. I love mentorship and developing. That's just something that's in me and I'm passionate about. And the last reason of why somebody shouldn't coach is you think it's easy. You think it's easy. Coaching youth football is not easy, and a lot of guys think it is. A lot of people crap on us because they're like, oh, you just a youth football coach. You're not a real coach. The job can be very hard. Like literally coaching football itself is like very fun and fulfilling. The problem is the stuff you got to deal with outside of the football field. And this is why it's so important to have the infrastructure around you so you can be, the best version of yourself as a coach. And we're going to talk a little bit about that infrastructure in a sec. All right. And again, guys, if y'all getting value from the show, do me a solid, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. If it's your first time on the show, welcome to the Beast Pod, man. Really excited to have you on. And listen, we are giving away the Beast Unleashed playbook system, all 22 of my playbooks to a lucky coach if we hit 50 likes. So if you haven't hit that like button yet, you want to hit it because we hit 50 likes, guys. I'm giving away my entire system. If we hit 60 likes, I'm giving away another one, right? If we hit 70 likes, I'm giving away another one. So make sure y'all hit that like button and do me a solid. Hit like. Just hit like and then put the word like in the comments for me. Do that for me, guys. All right. So step two, and this is absolutely vital for you as a coach, and it sets the tone. Choose your league you want to be in. Choose the league you want to be in. And you have to ask yourself, what type of league do I want to be in? Do I want to be in rec league? Do I want to be in travel or select league? Do I want to be in a school-based league? Do I want to volunteer or do I want to get paid to do this? Believe it or not, there are some leagues, where you can make some revenue, right? Let me know, guys, in the comments, like when you first start coaching, for those who have already started coaching, let me know. Do you coach in rec league, travel league, school-based? Let me know. Also, if you have not started coaching yet, but you are planning to coach, you're interested in coaching, right? Let me know what league you want to get into. Is it rec league you want to get into? Is it travel? What do you want to do? Do you want to do school-based? Do you want to, do volunteer or paid? Let me know in the comments. Let me know, TikTok fam, too. Let me know what y'all want to do. I love it. Now, I can tell you guys, for me, I worked on the rec side most of my 15 years. I have coached both on the rec and the travel side, okay? Hands down for me, now, this is Coach Beast talking. The rec side has been the most fulfilling for me, okay? And I say that because here where I'm located with the rec leagues, I'm able to focus on football, right? I'm able to focus on football. With the travel leagues I've been in, there's been so many external factors that play a role to the point where you can't even focus on football the way you want to. Meaning, when money is involved and, the league got a fee structure, they got, gate, they got, all a board where money is involved, it can get toxic fast. And, one of the travel leagues that I was in, it seems like every week something went down as it relates to money. And I'm like, dude, like this is for the birds. I don't want to focus on money. I want to focus on developing my kids. I'm good with money, cool. but don't try to manipulate, me or my program, or don't try to get over on your own coach, right? Because you're trying to get a money grab, and with this league, there were certain things in it in rules where, let's say, for example, if I'm just going to make up a rule, right? Actually, this was a legit rule. There was a rule in this travel league where if you let's say you got 3 teams coming, right? You got a 6U team, an 8U team, and a 10U team. And let's say a 12U team as well. So you got 4 teams coming to play against their players, right? Their group. And let's say for some reason with the 6U team, you had 2 kids running late because of traffic, and you got to wait till they come. They come 5 minutes late because of a traffic issue. Well, your whole program can get a penalty where you have to pay $200, $300 basically for starting the game 5 minutes late, right? And that was a way for now, mind you, most programs would like, man, no big deal, traffic 5 minutes late, whatever. Well, with this league, or with some of these teams in the league, they wanted you to be late because they wanted that extra $300, $400, right? So for me personally, travel it was always a headache whenever I tried to do travel, right? And then on the rec side, I was just able to focus on developing these kids, positioning these kids. We were still making money because we was really good at fundraising and making thousands of dollars for our fundraisers. So guess what we did? We put that money right back into the kids. We set a budget, we usually always under that budget. And then we rolled that money over for the next season. And then we was just able to do more and more and more for the kids. And we didn't have to worry about paying, a travel league or a program money that we worked hard to build for our kids. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I'm at, guys. Look, everywhere is different, right? Travel leagues in your area may be better than travel leagues in my area. Rec leagues in your area may be better or worse than rec leagues in my area, right? But you want to get in a league, guys, where you got the time, the resources, and the tolerance to deal with it, okay? If I had to make a recommendation, 90% of you guys need to start at the rec level, okay? 90% of you guys need to start at the rec level because it's so much you can learn as a rec coach before you kind of deep dive on that travel side. The travel side sounds really cool, and it can be really cool when you're traveling and your kids, you kind of going through that experience with your kids traveling and stuff. But if you're not an experienced coach and you're getting in it and you're trying to focus on football, you'll realize that it becomes 90% leadership and 10% football in some of these leagues. So really, really something to think about. Okay. Really something to think about. Now, here's step number 3 of becoming a high value youth football coach. And I'm flying through this a little bit because I want to get to the Q&A and all of that good stuff for you guys. And again, welcome to the show, guys. If you're new, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Appreciate you guys. Again, if we hit 50 likes, I'm giving away my entire system, the Beast Unleashed playbook system, guys. That's all 22 of my playbooks if we hit 50 likes. So if you haven't hit that like button yet, make sure you hit it. I got 27 likes on this end. If you're watching on TikTok, okay, and you want to be a part of this giveaway, come on over to the YouTube side, okay? Come on over to YouTube. Just type Coach Beast. You'll see us live. And when you come over, hit the like button. That's going to go into the 50. I'm not counting the likes on TikTok, even though I appreciate the likes that we have over here. I'm only counting the ones that are on YouTube. And you guys who are on Facebook, I can actually see your likes as well. So if you're watching on Facebook, you're good. Now, if you want to double up on the likes, you can come over to YouTube and hit likes and it'll double up. So that is that. So let's talk about learning the fundamentals, guys. Let's really hit home on this. It is so important as a youth football coach to structure your program correctly and to understand that Youth football, I'm about to put y'all on some mad game, okay? I'm about to save y'all about 5-10 years of stress and headaches, okay? Youth football is just math. It's math. And it's an art to it as well, okay? I'm going to say that one more time. Youth football is math. There's an art to winning. There's an art to scoring. There's an art to dominating. There's an art to being the standard in your league, okay? If you do these two things that I'm going to say three things. If you do these three things that I'm about to tell you, you're going to be better than 80% of your competition in your league this year, okay? Y'all ready? Here we go. Number one, you want to be the best blocking team in your league. That's the first thing you need to dedicate yourself to being on offense. The big mistake that most coaches are going to make in your league is they're going to focus on the skill guys. You got me? And shout out to the people who are just coming in from TikTok, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate TikTok fam coming over here to Beast Nation on YouTube. Appreciate you guys. But most teams are going to focus on their skill guys, and that's where they mess up. We just talked about the microwave coach, right? Most of the coaches in your league are going to be stole top coaches, meaning they're just going to focus on their talent and their skill guys to win all the games. They're not going to focus on blocking. OG coaches understand that if you want to go deep in the playoffs into a championship, you want to have the best blocking team in your league, best one or two. Top two, you pretty much writing your ticket to go to the championship unless you are a big turnover team or you get upset or something. But if you got the best blocking team, you at a whole nother level. Matt says, what's better for the screen, Facebook or YouTube? I always say YouTube. Even though Facebook can actually see the show from a different perspective, YouTube, you're able to see everything. You're able to interact in every way. And I see you a little faster as well. So great question. So you want to, again, guys, focus on being the best blocking team in your league. You're going to hear me say that time and time again. This is going to cut through most of the noise in your league. Number two, you want to have the best tackling team in your league. Y'all got me? On defense, you want to have a sound tackling team. And look, when I say tackling team, I'm not talking about everybody, being like Ray Lewis and trying to hit stick. No, they need to know how to get kids on the ground. They need to know how to position themselves and make a sound tackle and get the defender on the ground. Every kid won't be a hyper aggressive kid and super physical, but every kid can know how to make a sound tackle. It is so important to make sure your defense knows how to stop somebody. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. It's so important to have them know how to stop somebody, know how to occupy the gaps and have gap discipline and know how to control that edge, right? Can anybody tell me in the comments, right? Why do we want sound tacklers on defense? Like, why is it important to be able to be a sound tackler, have gap discipline, and control the edge? Let me know in the comments, guys. Let me know. I see a lot of you guys on TikTok say y'all heading to YouTube. Come on over. Come on over and be sure to hit that like button. We already had 32 likes on my end. So this is awesome. Look like we're going to crush it. Look like we're going to crush it today. Let's see. Minus Matthew says to avoid injury. It's a good one. Matt says you don't score, you can't win. Can't win if you don't score. Again, safety. Andrew says missed tackles lead to long touchdowns. That's true. That's true. Smoke dog, shrink formation, avoid. YAC, that's yards per carry. Let's see. Y'all flying too. I'm trying to go fast here. Y'all are flying with these comments. I love it. Kevin says stops yardage. It shows and displays discipline. That's good. You own the line of scrimmage. Great answer. The reason why you want to have the best tackling team. Now, this is where the math comes into place, okay? Tony, I see you. I see you, Tony. Yes, sir. Tony just read my mind. The reason why you want to have top tackling team is because most youth football teams in your league, on average, is going to run the ball 80 to 85% of the time. Okay. Now, I know some of you guys are in leagues where y'all pass the ball more. And, my Miami coaches are going to say, well, we pass the ball, 60-40, 50-50, 40-60 even. Some of my Cali brothers are going to say the same thing. But I'm talking about in general, around the country, around the world, most youth football teams on a youth football level are going to run the ball, regardless of what formation they run. They're going to run it 80 to 85% of the time. Remember that number, okay? They're going to run the ball 80 to 85% of the time. So if you shut down their running game, guess what? You're forcing them to be a pass-oriented team. You're forcing them to do something that they are not accustomed to doing and winning. Y'all got me. Think about a team you're going against that got a tendency of running the ball 80 to 85, even 90% of the time. And by the way, the younger the age group, the more they're going to run the ball, okay? So it's like if you're an 8U coach, a 6U coach, you may go against teams that run the ball 90 to 100% of the time, which means if you shut down their running game, you got them. But guess what? Here are some more numbers for you guys. So we said youth football teams run the ball 80 to 85% of the time, right? Most teams of that number are going to run to the outside 80% of the time. This is why it's important for your guys to know how to control the edge. And think about it as a youth football coach. Most of these kids, when they get the ball, most of them score from running to the outside. Most of these kids are going to run straight to the outside. Even if you rep it at practice, especially with the younger ones, they love to hit that, go to the outside. Once they get outside that DN or the outside linebacker, they off to the races. This is why it's so important to make sure your kids are sound tacklers, gap discipline, and able to control that edge, right? And this is why we talked about sound tackling, but this is why you got to have great practice structure, guys. Okay? You got to have great practice structure, because if you don't have great practice structure, you're putting yourself in a position to where you're hoping and you're praying and you're guessing, for your team to be able to thrive and do what they need to do. So before I get into practice structure, for a lot of you guys, y'all already got my full season practice plan. But if you do not have a practice structure, I want you to do yourself a favor. If you comment literally the number 99 in the comments, I will DM you my free practice plan. Okay. You're going to get the link to my playbook store. Okay. You just click on the link, it'll take you to my playbook store. You scroll down and you'll be able to get my practice plan free on the house. Okay. You will see a message in the comments to say, check your DMs, coach, or something like that, right? And I want you guys to get my practice plan because I want you to have structure. Now, when you get the practice plan, you may want to tweak it, to your liking, or tweak the times and, to your team liking, do that. But I want you to get the practice plan because it's going to lay the foundation as to how to structure your practices, guys, okay? Want you to do that. So the way that we do our practices is that we have an individual period, we have a group period, we have a team period, and we have conditioning. Okay? Individual period, group period, team period, and conditioning. We like to practice in progressions. I call it building the house. Okay. I like to call it building the house. And I'm gonna show you kind of what we're talking about. And by the way, guys, those who are new that just came over, man, welcome to the Beast Pod. Appreciate y'all so much for rocking with me tonight. Do me a solid. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a beat to the Beast Pod. This is the #1 podcast for youth football coaches in the world. You hear me? And we're trying to put everybody else on notice that, hey, we are the standard in youth football coaching. I want to help you guys be the best of the best of the best of the best, not just in the game of football, but in your city, in your community, right? That's what it's all about. And also, guys, we got a goal. If we hit 50 likes, on the show, I'm giving away my entire system, the Beast Unleashed playbook system, all 22 of my playbooks, guys. So if you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button, and then put in the comment to like to let me know that you hit it, okay? Do that for me. I appreciate you. So again, with your practices, you want to have progressions: individual period, group period, team period, and conditioning. And you may be thinking, Coach, okay, what is this? Like, what is individual period, group period, team period, conditioning? Glad you asked. All right. So simply put, individual period, guys, for us is one position group. Okay. Usually what we like to do with the individual period, we will take all our big boys and they come in with me. I work with my offensive line and a little bit with the defensive line, but I usually work with the offensive line on our offensive day. And if you'll see with the practice plan, we theme our days. We have an offensive day, defensive day, a mixed practice day. We have a game prep day. Okay. That's kind of how we do it over here. Okay. But every practice, we have an individual period. On offensive day, the big boys, they come with me. Okay. The skill guys, they go with my assistant coach. Okay. When I say skill guys, that consists of the quarterback, the running backs, the wide receivers, right? Our tight end is the only player that kind of flexes between the two groups. Okay. So if we got a tight end, we'll have the tight end with us for like 10 minutes, and then they'll go with the skill guys for 10 minutes. Okay. Because we do have we really incorporate the tight end a lot in our system and in our schemes. A little bit because I was a tight end and I know how important a tight end is in a system if you use him correctly and effectively, right? So we got the group period. You got the individual period. And this is another important factor. With the individual period, this is where we double down on fundamentals, technique, and reps. We put a lot of reps into blocking with our big boys, okay, when we're doing individual period. With our skill guys, they're doing a lot of ball handling techniques, right? They're doing a lot of fundamental footwork drills, things of that nature to make sure they know what they're doing and they know how to make the proper reads, okay? Then during the group period, guys, we think of the group period kind of like, okay, you got one position group with the individual period. With the group period, you got two individual groups or two groups, right? For example, you may have the quarterbacks and the running backs together doing, handoff drills to each other. Or you may have the quarterback and the center together, right? And they're working on different things. You may have the quarterback and wide receiver working together with route running. So we have a group period where different position groups are doing a lot of things. Now, with the big guys, you may be wondering what you do with the big guys during group period. I love my offensive linemen going against my defensive linemen. And, with my squads, we usually average between, let's say 20 to about 24, 25 kids, right? So if you are a big boy, you're going to be on the offensive line or defensive line, period. So during group period, we're doing a lot of one-on-one drills. We doing, offensive linemen going against defensive linemen. Like they're getting rugged. They're getting rugged. You got me? I love my big boys to be dogs. We talk a lot about like the skilled guys being dogs. Oh, that running back a dog. He'll run you. Oh, that quarterback, he a dog, What about an offensive tackle that's a dog? What about a center that's a dog, right? A guard that's a dog. I like my linemen to be dogs and ruthless. You got me? So much so that, again, even though I'm the head coach, I'm the offensive line coach as well, because I want my kids to be dogs and be gritty. Y'all got me on that. And then team period, this is where we focus on our scheme execution. This is where we go through our plays. This is where we make sure we're operating the way that I want them to operate. We're operating to the standard that I like and that I want, right? In terms of the plays and execution. And then also a part of our team period is we do scrimmaging. We scrimmage a lot, okay? Now, some of you guys, and this is a common question I get, coach, what if I don't have enough kids to do 11 on 11? What I tell you to do, I would not tell you to do something I wouldn't do, okay? What we would do if we're in that situation where we don't have enough players to go 11 on 11, we'll just split the field. We'll just go 7 on 7. Let's say you only got 14 kids, go 7 on 7. If you got 16 kids, okay, go 8 on 8. Well, coach, I only got 17 kids. What do I do with that? Then go 8 on 9. Do that. Put, like, literally, you got to be creative. Just be creative, guys. And play half of the field, because what you want to do, the benefits of scrimmaging is it puts your kids in real game time situations, number one. Number two, as a coach, it helps you be able to identify how a kid would respond in a real game time situation. And that's where you can really coach kids up, because you can run a tackling drill. Let's just say you can do an Oklahoma drill and the kid is making good tackles and, making hit sticks and all of that, right? But then when you scrimmage, the kid taking bad angles, he's arm tackling, alligator arms, all of that, and he doesn't look good. Why? Because the way he responds during a drill, a tackling drill, may be completely different from how he responds to a scrimmage, right? And it's important for you to be able to see that as a coach, so you can coach that crap up before you see it happen in the game. And now you're throwing your play, your play sheet or your hat, because you thought that was your best tackler or one of your best tacklers, but he wasn't ready. Why? Because you didn't scrimmage. You didn't scrimmage enough. Y'all got me on that. So again, guys, you want to make sure you put your kids through progressions. This is absolutely vital. Individual period, group period, team period, and conditioning. With our conditioning, I'm the strength and conditioning guy too. At the beginning of practice, like most of you guys, we have our strength and conditioning. We do a lot of strength and conditioning in the summertime, but we do our our stretching, warm-ups, and all of that at the beginning of practice. And then at the end of practice, we're doing, our conditioning. We do a gauntlet, which the kids absolutely love. If you guys have a big pad, like one of them big tackle dummies, like we got 2, 3, or 4. Miss Beats, what we got? 4 tackle dummies, big tackle. Yeah, 4 tackle dummies. And so what we do is a gauntlet where we have those kids put them 60, 70 pound, pads on their shoulders. They're squatting 10 times. Once they squat 10 times, they're running 60 yards down the field to another cone with that pad on them. Once they get to that cone, they slam it down, and guess what? They flip that cone back, coming the other way. They flip the cone back, coming the other way. And then once they get back to their team, the other kid gets it, and we rinse and repeat. That's what we do with our beast gauntlet. And guess what? The kids absolutely love it, because we make it a competition. We make it fun. We make it competitive. Coach Marv want to know, how much time do you spend on warm-ups? We spend about 10 minutes on warm-ups at the beginning, Coach, and we spend probably about 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll say about 10, 12 minutes on conditioning at the end of practice. So altogether about 20, 22 minutes, give or take. But we like to really be efficient, especially at the beginning, get the kids warmed up and all of that. We do one-on-ones, a part of our conditioning and warm-up. We call it the box drill, but that's a part of our warm-up process as well. So about 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes at the beginning, 10, 12 minutes at the end. And guys, if you're new to the show, again, welcome to the Beast Pod. And if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If guys, man, are y'all getting value from the show today? Like, if are y'all getting value? If you getting value, give me a hell yeah in the comments, because I know, like, when I was working on this stuff, I'm like, man, I wish somebody could have broke this stuff down to me or told me this when I first started coaching. Because for me personally, I didn't have nobody to lean on. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have like nobody to talk to. I had to learn a lot of this crap on my own and learn it the hard way. I'm grateful for it, because if I knew that I'll be doing this, 15, 16 years ago, I would have embraced the suck more. But a lot of this stuff I had to learn on my own, but I'm so grateful because it made me a better mentor and teacher for you guys, because I know how I feel not to have that. So I want to give you guys my all, if that makes sense, right? So again, guys, also, before I go to the next slide here, we're at 35 likes, guys, on my end. Miss Beast, what you got on your end with likes? Again, if we hit 50 likes, and we're getting ready to go to our Q&A segment, if we hit 50 likes on the show, I'm giving away my entire system. Miss B says we are at 42 freaking likes. So I know we can do 8 likes. So if, again, we hit this, and I'm going to take a time out. We're going to take a like time out, right? And we're going to get these likes. Y'all bear with me here. Let me get some music going. Let's see. Yeah. So we're gonna take a quick timeout, a 60-second timeout. Let's get these likes up, guys. Let's hit 50 likes so I can give away this playbook. Let's go. And if we hit 60 likes, this was cool. If we hit 60 likes, I'm giving away another one. 70 likes, I'm giving away another one. Also, guys, if y'all want my free practice plan, all you have to do is type 99 in the comments. If you type 99 in the comments, I will DM you the link to get that. Miss B says we at 47 likes. Let's get it. Hope y'all enjoying the show, man, as much as I'm enjoying hosting it. If you're watching on TikTok, I don't go by the likes on TikTok. I only go by the likes that are on the YouTube side. So if you want to be a part of the giveaway and you're watching on TikTok, I encourage you to come on over to the YouTube side. When you come over, hit that like button, and you're going to be in it for the playbook giveaway. Appreciate you, Coach Gilbert. Appreciate you, brother. All right. We back. And guess what, guys? Guess what? We didn't hit 50 likes. Let's go. Let's go. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. I knew we could do it. No doubt about it. This actually may be one of the shows where we hit, 60, 70 likes. This may be one of those shows we hit 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 likes. Guys, I'm telling you, listen, I want to give away as many of these, playbooks as possible. You know why? Because I know y'all win. Like, I'm mad at myself because, I share testimonials here and there. But guys, I'm about to literally like flood, my page with all the testimonials of coaches who have won championships or who went 1-8 the year before, and now they undefeated because they're running the system, right? I am 1,000,000% confident in what I have for you guys. And I know it's going to help you be the standard because it helped me be the standard. It's 15 years of testing, you know? And so, you know, for me, I want you to try it. I want you to try it. You know, if you say, Coach Beast, your stuff is crap, let me know. Let me know. Guess what? I haven't had one coach out of the 3 years I did this say that. I haven't had one coach come to me and say, Coach Beast, I love you, brother, but your stuff is trash. Not one coach. But you know what I do have? I have you guys come and say, Coach, man, you helped us win a championship. Hey, Coach, man, I appreciate you, brother, man. You helped us really dominate, like on defense. You know, man, the 4-4 Reaper is absolutely dope, bro. Like we didn't win nothing last year. This year, you know, we made it to the championship for the first time. That's the stuff that like makes me happy, man. And it's like freaking rocket fuel for me. And that's why I go hard in the paint for you guys, because I know that feeling of making a difference and having success as a youth football coach. It's absolutely life-changing. You know what I'm saying? I love this. Playbooks are all over, but your mindset makes us better as leaders. Man, I appreciate you, man, for saying that, brother. Brother, that did it for me right there, because I tell Miss Beast this all the time, guys, is that what separates me as, you know, a content creator and a youth football content creator is I don't just want you guys to win games, or I don't want you to, you know, I'm not just an X's and O's coach, right? Like I'm a program builder. I'm a leader of men. And I want you guys to be great leaders, man, not just great coaches, great leaders. Like I lead with that, with my content, you know, it like Coach just said, it's a lot of guys. You go to YouTube, it's a lot of guys who teach X's and O's. But I want to be the guy that teaches you guys how to be the standard as leaders, man. I want you guys to get notoriety by ESPN, State Farm, like I did, right? I want you guys to, you know, get recognized by media. Like I want you guys to win. You feel me? As men and as leaders, and you know, ladies too. I know there's a lot of ladies who are coaching and watch the show too. I want you ladies to win as well. So that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. All right, guys. So we're about to go to our live Q&A. It's one more point I want to hit home for you guys before we get there, which is absolutely vital, is that you need to master communication in your program. Okay, guys? Gotta master communication. So important. Listen, this is something that I say, and I think is absolutely crucial. What you want to do with your communication, if you don't like communicating, if you feel like you're not a good communicator, you need to get a team mom or an assistant coach in charge of your parent communication. Okay. Now, if you're like me, communication come natural to me, and I'm big on communication and over communicating. Okay. So for me, it's absolutely vital to make sure you set the tone. Communication is going to set the tone in your program. Y'all got me on this. Number one, you want to go ahead and have a date set that when you're going to do this parent meeting, you know. And what I typically do is I like to do a parents meeting for the parents in the summer. We do summer workouts. I do a parents meeting for summer workouts, okay, for that group. And then I do another parents meeting for fall ball, right? So that's usually first week of August. It's around that time I do a parents meeting, sometimes late July, depending on when the league set the weigh-in date and all of that. That matters. But you want to use that parents meeting to set the tone. That's going to be your biggest opportunity to set the tone. And look, if parents did not make it, if you got, let's say you have a parents meeting and you got like 5 parents that didn't make it for whatever reason, have a separate meeting with them, tell them the same exact thing. Because I'm telling you, the parents that don't show up to the parents meeting, them the ones who are going to give you the biggest problem, because they didn't hear you set the standard and the president at the first one because they didn't show up. You got me? So make sure you preset that parents meeting and you set the tone. Now, here's another thing. You want to make sure at this parents meeting, you set boundaries and rules, okay? Look, don't be afraid to be seen as an asshole. I'm going to say that again. Don't be afraid to be seen as an asshole, because you know what's worse than being seen as an asshole? I'm going to tell you what's worse. Than being seen as a yes man and a softy. Being seen as somebody that you can get pushed around and they can test you and try you. Period. You know, I know some of the people, you know, when they come to my program, they say, man, he a real asshole. But you know what else they say? Man, this dude's the best coach that ever my son ever had. You know, because I set the standard for my program. Again, high value youth football program. Hey, Miss B says you are. Hey, Miss B says I am an asshole. She remind me that every day, guys. It's all right. It's all right. But no, seriously, guys, like, you want to be seen as a leader, somebody who not a pushover, somebody who know what they're doing and know what they're talking about. Okay, Miss B says no, she's not talking about that. But you want to be seen as a leader. You don't want to be seen as a pushover, guys. Y'all hear me? It's so important. In 2026, these parents don't give a crap about boundary. They will test you. Okay? Even if you set the boundary, some will still test you, but you need the rules and the accountability built into your system so you can let these parents know if little Johnny, and this is one of my rules I'm about to share with y'all. Y'all probably heard this 1,000 times. I got a strict attendance rule. If little Johnny don't show up to practice, one day of practice, he don't play in the first quarter. If he don't show up to practice 2 days in a row, guess what? He don't play in the first half. If he don't show up 3 days, he's not playing that week. The only exceptions is if the parent let me know 24 hours in advance, you know, he won't be able to, you know, little Johnny won't be able to be there for whatever reason. Okay, cool. Little Johnny's sick, you know, or they got like a preset vacation or something. Okay, no problem. Just let me know that he's not going to be able to be there. Let me know within 24 hours. So we can put somebody else in, next man up, train them, prepare the kid, you know, the other kid for the game plan, right? But if little Johnny is not showing up because he just didn't want to come to practice, or mama didn't feel like bringing him, or daddy, you know, and mom got into it and now nobody feel like taking little Johnny to practice, tough titty, right? Tough titty. He's not going to play. He's not going to play. You know, if he missed 1 day of practice, the parents already know, and they sign parent code of conduct. They already sign it that, oh, okay, well, you know, little Johnny didn't show up and we didn't let coach know. So I know he's not coming in the first quarter. Now, I mean, he's not going to play in the first quarter. Now, what some parents will do, guys, is some parents will test you. Little Johnny won't come to practice on Monday. He'll come on Tuesday and he'll come on Thursday or whenever you got practice. And then game day, you don't play little Johnny, and mama or dad is mad and asks you why little Johnny didn't play. They damn well know why little Johnny didn't play. They know. And then the parents will get spiteful and not bring little Johnny to practice the following day or the following practice to try to spite you. But guess what? It only hurts little Johnny because guess what? He's not playing in the first quarter again because you're arrogant and you think that you're trying to show me up. No, we already got rules and infrastructure in place. I don't play those games. I don't play those games, you know? And you will have parents do this. And look, I want to be clear about something because I get this a lot on my short video content that I make. Some guys say, well, this only happens in the hood. No. It does not only happen in the hood. It happens in the hood. It happens in the suburbs. It happens in the country. You know what I'm saying? It happens in the city. It happens in football. It happens in soccer. It happens in baseball. It happens in softball. It happens in all of youth sports. Okay? This is not a social or cultural specific issue. This is a youth football, or excuse me, this is a youth sports issue. The parents are different. This is a new generation of parents. This is the millennial generation. I'm a millennial. We're different from Gen X and the baby boomers. Just different. You know, a lot of parents in my generation, we spoil our kids and we don't like people yelling at our kids. You know, a lot of parents don't understand what boundary is. Back in my day, my parents would bust my tail if I disrespect my coach or my teachers. You know, nowadays you can get on little Johnny tell his mom gonna have a conversation with you after practice. Different generation, different type of parents. So our obligation as youth football coaches is that we must adapt. We must adapt, and we must, in the best way to adapt to these parents, in my opinion, that has worked for me is my boundaries are straight up. My rules are clear. I get them to sign the parent code of conduct. I get my coaches to do the same, by the way. They got a whole nother coaches code of conduct, and I hold everybody accountable, and I'm not afraid to lose anyone in terms of letting them go. Y'all got me. That's why I say, you know, sometimes you got to be the asshole. That's what I mean. And guess what? People respect it. They respect it when you got standards. But when you're a yes man, you're like, yeah, it's okay. Or parents say, well, you know, little Johnny don't show up Monday. He come Tuesday. And you don't say nothing to mom, and mom look at you like, I dare you to say something to me. That's when you got a problem. And then guess what? Other parents see that, other kids see that, and now they all trying your ass. And now you got a nightmare season on your hands because you done lost control of your program. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. I see you, coach. I see you. Coach says, need that gun T system. Hit that like button. I see you. I see you. So we already at 50 likes. Let me know, Miss Beast, where we at. Again, guys, if we hit 60 likes, I'm giving away 2 copies of my Beast Unleashed playbook system to 2 lucky coaches. And again, if we hit 70, I'm compounding, giving away 3. So Miss Beast says we are at 56 likes, 4 likes to go, and I'm giving away 2 copies. Let's get it. Let's get it. That's awesome. All right, guys. All right, guys. So with that being said, we're going to our live Q&A segment, okay? This is where you can get your questions answered. And by the way, the live Q&A segment is sponsored by the very playbook system that we're giving away, the Beast Unleashed playbook system. It is sponsored by that system, all 22 playbooks, drill books, and even parent guide as to, you know, how to deal with difficult parents. We got that guide a part of it. It's my entire system, 15 years. So you don't have to go through the headaches. You got everything you need to coach with this system. Everything you need. This system will last you the next 5, 10 years, 20 years if you want to coach that long, right? So it is sponsored by the Beast Unleashed playbook system. All right, guys. So now, guys, what I want you to do with the live Q&A, as y'all know, is that I'm going to answer your questions. Go ahead and drop them in the comments. I know some of you guys already dropped a lot of questions. I want to see if I can get to them real quick here. And we're going to get the party started. Also, TikTok, fam, if y'all got questions, I seen a ton earlier. If y'all got questions, feel free to drop them. I'm going to go to TikTok as well and answer your questions. All right, real quick. Miss B said we hit 61 likes, man. Congratulations, guys. Congrats. We are giving away 2 copies of the Beast Unleashed playbook system. Let's get it. Let's get it. Absolutely awesome. Okay. Let me get to these questions. Coach Bishop says a lot of your content is tackle. Anything for us flag 6v6 coaches. That's true. That's true, coach. Yeah, most of my content is around tackle. However, though, I do have a 7v7 playbook for you guys who do flag. Okay. A lot of coaches who do like 5v5, 6v6, 7v7, even 8v8. They get that 7v7 playbook. As a matter of fact, Coach, I need to do a whole show on just the flag side, but Coach, if you want to get your hands on the 7v7 playbook, I think if you just say flag, put flag in the comments, you should get a DM from me. If not, once you go to the playbook store, you can copy that QR code, Coach, and just scroll down some and you will see the 7v7 playbook. So I do have a playbook for that, Coach. Absolutely. And it's more to come for you guys, man. I'm sorry. I know I talk a lot about, tackle because this is what most of my content is centered around. But I do know 7v7 is huge right now, and I don't think it's going anywhere. It's actually building up momentum. So that's definitely something. All right. Coach Tim says we do flag in the off season and have a big turnout. What's your recommendation for recruiting kids to tackle? So really, man, if you got kids who are already like playing flag on your squad, that's usually the easiest transition ever. The key is relationships. Don't lose connection with these kids, okay? Because, similar to like marketing where you got what you call cold reach and warm reach, right? Well, when you already got a flag football team, you already got warm reach. So you just need to maintain relationships with those kids. And I'm going to tell you some parents love. Man, when you doing flag and you guys are eating or you taking the kids bowling or skating or some extracurricular activity, and you're not just focusing on football, parents will ride and die with you, right? If you tell them parents, and I got a few coaches that I mentor who, started off as flag football coaches, had a team for 2-3 years. And then when the kids hit like 10U, he took all 30. I'm thinking about this one coach in particular. He took all 30 of his kids that was on flag and they started playing tackle. And it was just like relationships. They became a family. And when you become a family, even if you got parents who's kind of like uncomfortable a little bit with having their kid play tackle because they know you, they know, like, and trust you and your coaching staff, guess what's going to happen? It's an easy transition for you to take all them kids to tackle. Okay. Hope that makes sense, Coach. Great question. Coach Blaze says, what's the biggest thing I can do taking over as head coach from being an O-line coach? Okay, great question. Love this question. The biggest thing you can do, Coach, number one, is to build your culture, okay? You need to establish your coaching philosophy, and usually it takes about a year to establish that. Now, you remember I broke down the 4 different type of coaches, right? The microwave coach, stovetop coach, oven bake coach, and the crock pot coach, right? The philosophy that I teach is the oven bake crock pot philosophy, right? So you want to establish your culture, because what usually happens is you're going to get a lot of people who still stuck on the last coach, okay? You're going to get people who stuck on them. And so they're going to judge you by what the other coach did, even if that coach sucked. Even if that coach sucked, they're going to judge you by that. And that's okay. Let them judge you by it. But you have to establish your own culture in your program, and then you're going to start to attract the right people who align with your coaching system, philosophy, and your core values. Usually your program is going to be aligned with who you are in terms of values, right? I'm going to give you an example of this. So with me, my core values is I'm big on hard work. I'm big on professionalism. I'm big on sportsmanship. I'm big on leadership, structure, organization, right? These are things that it's who I am in my personal life. It's who I am in my professional life. It's who I am as a coach, right? So the people who don't like my program are people who are used to being unorganized. They're people who are used to being undisciplined. They're people who are usually negative and drama filled. I don't like drama in my life. Absolutely hate drama and negativity in my life, right? So my programs are very positive. It's very community based. If you don't like helping others, you won't like my program, because we do a lot of stuff like that. So usually when I'm building my program and building the culture, what happens is we end up, the people who don't value that stuff, we lose them in a year. They absolutely hate the program. They don't like to bring their kid on time or be consistent, right? They don't like to be disciplined and show sportsmanship. They like drama. They don't like my programs. You see what I'm saying, coach? So usually, guys, and this is a big coaching nugget as a head coach, you're going to attract who you are. You're going to attract who you are. So it's going to be imperative for you to make sure you're the best version of yourself. If you got a lot of course, nobody perfect, of course, but if you got a lot of leadership issues and flaws, meaning like if you are like terrible at keeping your word and you don't show up on time, I guarantee, look, go tell your parents that practice is at 5 p.m. and you start practice at 5:15 and watch what happened the next practice. Everybody going to show up at 5:15 to 5:30 and you're going to be like, what the hell just happened? Yeah, they following your leadership. Okay, so these people are going to follow who you are. Shout out to my boy, Country Boy, for the super chat. Thank you so much for that super chat, coach. He says, hey, coach, I came up with a skill set system, explosive, technical, and balanced for each player so every kid gets the right development and not overlooked for the explosive kids. What do you think? I absolutely love it, coach. Absolutely love it. As a matter of fact, let me give you absolutely love it, because that's the way you need to do it, guys. Y'all need systems, right? So for example, on defense for us, we got a system. It's called EAT. Explosive. We play explosive, aggressive, and tenacious. We live and die on that EAT philosophy. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do a whole show on defense. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the show, hit the notification bell so you don't miss the show. We're live every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, up until football season. Sometimes when the fall ball comes, we change the time to make sure, everybody's able to be on, because some of you guys have practice around that time. But you want to go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, okay? If you haven't already, guys. So, but yeah, coach, I absolutely love that, man. That's excellent. And I actually recommend all of you guys to have that system. Our defensive system, again, is EAT. Steal it. We want our guys to play explosive, aggressive, and tenacious. We sell out to the run. Okay. If we get beat, mind you, we have not got beat on defense with a team passing on us. And we played against pass-oriented teams. Okay. What we want to do is shut down the running game of teams, no matter what. And we dare them to beat us in the air. That's what we do when we eat. We're bailing out and we're saying we want to shut down their running game. We want to shut down their quarterback, cut the head off the snake. And then what we want to do is shut down their best athlete, which is usually their running back. If we can shut down that, we are betting the house that we're going to win that game. Y'all got me. So having that philosophy is vital. All right. Let me before I go to you, Coach Jesse, let me go to TikTok real quick. Y'all been patiently waiting over there. Let's see. SMH Stats 17 says, would you allow another coach from another team to join your team? Oh my God, great question. I love that question. Okay, this is one of the best questions I got in a long time, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna answer that question straight up, and then I'm gonna tell you why. One policy I have in my program, guys, is that I do not allow coaches on my team if they head coached the team before. What I rather do with those guys is I rather give them their own team to head coach if that's available. Y'all hear me? And we're talking about the youth football level here too, by the way. Like if it was a coach who, coached at the high school level and he going to another high school, of course, yeah, I hire him and all of that. But at the youth football level, I do not allow guys who have head coached a previous team come to my team as an assistant coach. I give them their own team, or I try to. Okay. Here's why. By the time you become, when you become a head coach, you get bit with what we call the coach's bug. Okay. Everybody who coached has been bitten by the coach's bug. Even if you are an assistant coach, you have been bit by the coach's bug. But when you are a head coach, you get bit by the head coach coaching bug, which means that you begin to develop your own coaching philosophy, your own system of operations of how you do things, right? Of how you flow, all of that good stuff, right? What I have seen happen time and time again, and this never happened in my programs because I never allowed another coach to come and take over or be an assistant, but that head coached the team in the past. But what I've seen time and time again, when a coach has head coached the team in the past and he come to another program, them coaches start bumping heads because the value systems tend to be different. So much so that it creates friction between that head coach and, that assistant coach that used to be a head coach. I've seen that happen, guys, so many times, man, that I put it in my rule book that if somebody come to my program that has coached the team, head coached the team, what I do is I give him his own team. Okay. That's me. Now, some of you guys may have had great experiences. You got somebody who, used to head coach a team and you got them on and y'all fine. That is good. God bless you. God bless you. But in my experience, and I'm a math guy, I go by probability. In my experience, it tend not to work the best. Coach Matt, thank you so much, brother, for the super chat, the $4.99 super chat. He says, if you don't have great kickers, it's extra points, punts, and fields a waste of time of practices, 5th and 6th graders. Okay, I think I know where you're coming from. And I'm going to also answer a question on, a coach asked a question of how I focus, what I do with special teams. I'm going to answer both of those questions now, okay? So, number one, with special teams, we work on special teams every single practice. We don't care if it's offensive day, defensive day, game prep day. We do special teams 20 minutes a day, okay? Guys, we literally won a championship based on our special teams. We focus on, of course, regular kickoff returns. We focus on, this is how our league was. We didn't do punts in our league. In the travel league, we did, but in the rec league, we didn't do punts. We just did kickoffs, right? And so we got regular kickoffs, onside kicks, you name it. We rep on the offensive day, kickoff return, okay? On defensive day, we rep kickoff team. That's what we do. Now, with both of those situations, we got regular kickoff, then we got onside kick. We do, and then with our kickoff team, we do, of course, regular kickoff, then onside kick, kickoff return, regular kickoff return, then onside kickoff return, right? So we do those with our squad, but we do it every single practice. It's absolutely vital. Now, to answer your question, Coach Matt, if you don't have great kickers, it's extra points, punts. Now, I'm going to tell you what we do, okay? Usually with us, we're running the beast offense and we're getting extra points. Okay. We literally, kid you not, we're going for 2 just about every time we run the beast offense, and we're going to run the wedge play because they can't stop the wedge. We know we getting 5 to 8 yards of carry running the wedge. So we just run the wedge. We run the quarterback up the middle. And usually, depending on our quarterback type, what I'll do is I will have my fullback player, my inside beast back. That's my fullback type. I have him under center and let him get a touchdown or the extra point because he's usually my rugged physical kid, right? I give him the ball and we run the wedge or we run the power play and get the extra point. That's what we do, okay? Now, like on kickoff, I like to do traditional kickoff. I used to be kicker. When I played youth and I played high school, I used to kick. So I value kicking a ton. I value special teams a ton. So I like to have a legit kicker on our team, and I usually always have a legit kicker. If it's not when I train them, because I used to kick, so I teach them the art of kicking, and we usually have a really good kicker. And then we train that kid to be an onside kicker as well, and guess what? It works out in our favor. Great. Yeah, coach, I kick more. We kick more on onside kick, but now with extra points, we're going for it. We're not kicking field goals. We're going for it. Okay. And by the way, guys, Miss B says we got 5 more likes until we get to what? That's 70, Miss B? So 5 more likes to 70. If we, oh my goodness. If we hit 70 likes, guys, if we hit 70 likes, I'm giving away 3 copies of the Beast Unleashed playbook system. My goodness. Goodness. Y'all are cooking tonight. Y'all are cooking. Coach Neil says, love your content. Man, appreciate you, man, so much for the kind words. Appreciate all of you guys saying you love my content, man. I'm so happy, man. Y'all make me feel like $1 million over here. Like, this is so fulfilling, knowing that I'm helping you guys level up. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's all about. All right, let's see. And thank you so much again, Coach, for the super chat. All right, let's see. Let me go to some more questions. We're going to do a couple of more questions, and then we're going to give away these playbooks. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do better with my time. Listen, if you guys are watching on TikTok and y'all want to be a part of the playbook giveaway, all you have to do is come over to the YouTube side, okay? And just look me up, Coach Beast. You'll see us live, all right? Come on over, hit the like button when you come over, and subscribe to the channel, and you'll be a part of this giveaway, okay? You'll be part of the giveaway. I see somebody, y'all interested in the 4-4 Reaper defense. If you comment Reaper, if you comment the word Reaper, R-E-A-P-E-R in the comment section, I will DM you the link to get the 4-4 Reaper defense, okay, guys? So if you notice, I'm making things a lot easier for you guys to access playbooks you want and access the playbook store. All right. Coach, man, I missed this one, man. I'm sorry. Is there anything I should do to help transition 5v5 NFL flag to tackle? I think I kind of answered that one a little bit. The biggest transition, Coach, it's going to be just the mental aspect of your kids getting used to tackle. And usually that rust cuts off probably within 2-3 weeks, man. What you want to do is start the kids getting comfortable with tackling early. And what we do is hawk tackling. So we just teach them the basics and a progression, near shoulder or eyes to the thighs, wrap, roll. Or if you don't like the roll, you can just say wrap and drive to the ground, right? So we work with our kids with progression before they even get in pads. And this helps them get extremely, extremely comfortable. Okay, guys. Uh-oh, another pause. Guys, we didn't hit 70 freaking likes. Let's freaking go. Congratulations. Again, we giving I love this. We're giving away 3 copies of the Beast Unleashed playbook system tonight. Let's go. Let's go. Can we get 80? We get 80, guys. I'm giving away 4. Let's get it. I love this. All right. There was a question that I believe I missed. Coach Matt want to know how many hours do we practice during school schedule? I think with the practice plan, I got 2 hours and 20 minutes, but I think we do more like 2 hours. We do 2-hour practices, especially when school starts back, because usually it starts to get dark early, with us. And so, we try to get everything in within that 2-hour window. Great question. Coach Rusty says, I was wondering your opinion on 1-2 word play calling. Hell, I love it. I love it. My thing on play calling, guys, is you got to do what works for you and your team and your kids. I had years where, man, I can call long, complicated plays. I can call jet right, sweep, waggle, fake, orbit motion, whatever, right? And the kids get it. And then some kids you call, just 16 power, and it's a go. What is 6 hole is? So you you got to know your team. Okay, that's what's important. In my experience, guys, like if you look at my playbooks, I go by the numbering system. I love to teach the kids the numbering system. Once they learn the numbering system, we start having fun during the season, and we start like tagging plays and giving short. You know, we like what would be 16 power, for example. We may call C train instead of 16 power, and my kids know it. But each year we start off right with the numbering system. That's what I do. That's how I coach it. Coach Neal says, would love to have you up to Michigan and see what we have going on, man. Hey, I love to come, man. Love to come. And by the way, guys, Coach Beast do speak. I do public speaking. So if you guys want me to come and speak to your squad, all you have to do is email me. Just email me at beastoutu@gmail.com. I'll put it in the comments. Let me pop it up here. Had some of you guys reach out to me with interest in doing coaching clinics, and some of you even talked about me coming and talking to your kids. I definitely do that. If the availability is there and we're able to work out all the logistics and business of it. Absolutely. There we go. That's the email, guys. That's the email. All right. Coach Anthony says coaching in a youth level or league is more of running the ball, thinking about going 5-3. What are your thoughts on how to teach it? Big fan of the 5-3. For those who don't know, I actually created a new 5-3 defensive playbook for you guys. It's called the 5-3 Juggernaut defense. Love it. I'm a big fan of the 5-3 defense. We run the 6-2 defense, okay, as our kind of heavy defense, so to speak. But the 5-3 is tried and true. It's tried and true. If you got a good nose, that can clutter the A gaps, especially if you only got one, the 5-3 is great. I like to have two nose guards, right? So I have two. We both attack the A gap in our league. That's why we run the 6-2. Now, I'm a fan of the 5-3, especially if you want that extra linebacker. If you're in a league where you're going against a lot of run-heavy teams that run the beast offense, for example, the 5-3 is great. I always say, the teams that gives us the hardest times if we're running the beast offense are 5-3 defenses, and that's been true for us. If we go against teams that's running 3-3-5 stack, we crush them. If we're going against teams that run the 4-3 defense, we crush them. If we're going against teams that run the 3-4 defense, we crush them. But if we're going against a team that run the 5-3, the 6-2, the 6-3, the 4-4, we usually win those games, but we get more resistance opposed to if we're running if we're going against a team that's running 3-3-5 stack, we're averaging, man, 10 yards a carry. We're gashing them. We're going second level almost immediately. Because, again, our kids are really good blockers, right? But what the 5-3 does or the 6-2 does is it allows you to occupy those gaps, play gap discipline, create spiel. And that's what you want. You want to create spiel. The 5-3 defense allows you to do that. Absolutely. Great question. Again, guys, I'm going to stay on here. I'm going to answer two more questions. Again, if you want your question to be seen, you can always do super chat. I read all the super chats that pops up. And trying to make sure I don't miss anything here. Y'all bear with me. Let's go to TikTok. Family First says, what about the 4-2-5 defense? Y'all already know how I feel about the 4-2-5. Actually, I absolutely love the 4-2-5 defense. It's a part of my flex defense. For you guys who don't know, I run basically 3 defenses in one, right? I run the 4-4 Reaper defense as my base defense. And if we're going against a spread-based team, I'm talking about a true spread team. I ain't talking about a team that runs spread formations, but they really just run the ball. But if we're going against a team that's actually passing the ball 60, 70% of the time, we will flex into the 4-2-5 ring of fire defense, right? And what the 4-2-5 allows you to do is it allows you to still blitz and mix your pressures and allow you to still work in the trenches, because we never, ever, right, want to give up in the trenches. We never want to forfeit the trenches for nobody. So that's why we're not running 3-3-5 or 3-4. That's us though, okay? But what we are doing in the 4-2-5 is we are still sending pressure, but on the back end, it allows us to play every area of the field and also play in space. So we will flex to the 4-2-5 defense to do that. Now, if we're in a league where they're running the ball, right, 80, 85, 90, 100% of the time, we'll flex down to the 6-2 Savage defense. We'll just flex down to that 6-2 Savage and we'll eat that way. We'll put so much stress and pressure on that offensive line, they don't know what happened. And like I always say, when we put pressure on that offensive line, we want to see offensive linemen cry. We want to take their souls, you know? And for those who, when I say take their souls, that just means take their will to win away. I know I said take their souls on one of my videos. Somebody said, oh, how dare you? How dare you? What kind of coach are you taking kids' souls? That just means taking their will to win away. That's all that means. Raphael, man, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat. You're awesome. You rock, man. All right. I think that's it today with the live Q&A, guys. If y'all ready for me to give away these playbooks, give me a hell yeah in the comments. In the comments if y'all ready for me to get these playbooks away. So what we at on likes, Miss B, so I can kind of know how many I need to give away. And guys, thank y'all so much, man. Thank y'all so much for your participation, man. Y'all rock, y'all rock, y'all rock. Okay, we had 71 likes. Awesome. So we'll give away 3. Y'all absolutely rock. Also, guys, look, if you're new to the show, welcome to the Beast Pod. You are officially a part of Beast Nation family over here. Do me a solid if you haven't already. Hit the like button, subscribe. And that's the big thing. I get a lot of people watching the show and also my YouTube, but like 80% of you guys are not subscribed. Do me a solid, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. We're on here live every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tell a friend, tell your wife, tell your coaching staff that the Beast Pod is here. It's the only youth football podcast I personally know that's specifically for youth football coaches. Of course, we got our high school coaches, our middle school coaches, JB, even college coaches are on here, right? But this show is specifically tailored for our youth football coaches so we can help these kids and be the standard in our league, right? That's what it's all about. All right, guys. So let me put a little music in, and I'm going to give you guys the rules of engagement of how we're going to do the giveaway. All right. Let me see. Have it too loud. So here are the rules to the playbook giveaway, guys. So I'm going to ask you guys questions based off of what we went over on the show. All right. Those who get it correct, I'll say it again. Those who get it correct, I'm going to pick one coach and give that playbook to that person. Okay. Y'all got it? So I'm going to ask a question. Those who get it correct are kind of in the final drawing, so to speak, and I'll select the coach from that group. Since we've given away 3 playbooks tonight, I'm going to ask 3 questions. Okay, so not 1 question, 3 questions. Okay, so you got 3 chances of winning. If y'all get that, just give me a thumbs up in the comment. Give me a thumbs up. That makes sense? Give me a thumbs up. I just want to make sure we got it. My TikTok family, if y'all want to be a part of the playbook giveaway, this is your time right now to come over to the YouTube side, okay? Come on over to YouTube right now. You got about 20 seconds. Come on over to YouTube, put Coach Beast in the search. You'll see us live. Hit the like button and subscribe so you can be a part of the giveaway. Come on over to YouTube. Hit the like button and subscribe when you come over. All right, let's see. All right, guys, let's see. It's been fun tonight. It's been so fun. And just so you guys know, for the record, you know, a lot of what we're doing right now in this time of the year, you know, this is the ghost zone. So I'm really trying to prepare you guys and build a foundation for you guys going into the season. We're going to get deeper. Right now, I'm teaching from a high birds point of view. But I'm about to start getting into talking about the playbooks and the schemes and stuff like that, the 4-4 Reaper. We do a whole trench warfare series, right? To where we begin to talk about, you know, these different formations, the 5-3, we're going to go through the wing T and gun T. We're going to go through the beast offense. We're going to go through the 4-4 Reaper, all of them, right? We're going to go through them because I want you guys to be ready and well equipped. Think of this show as the 24-hour coaches clinic or the year-round coaches clinic. This is what we are. We are a year-round coaches clinic for youth football coaches. And that's kind of my vision and my heart for the show and really my YouTube channel, period, is I want you guys to have an education platform where y'all can be not only good youth football coaches, but high-value youth football coaches in the standard in your league. All right, guys. So let me go with the first question. And mind you guys, I'm coming up with these questions off the top of my head from the show. And, you know, before a coach get upset, because sometimes I do get coaches upset, they say, well, you picked the first coach to get it right. They got the answer right. No, I don't. I literally go with my intuition when it comes down to this thing. All right. So during the show, guys, I gave you guys steps, the steps you need on how to become a youth football coach. Right? And step 1 was know your why. Step 1 was know your why. Give me one good reason you want to become a youth football coach and one bad reason to become a youth football coach. So in other words, I said know your why, and then I gave 3 good reasons to coach and 3 bad reasons to coach. I want one good reason that I mentioned, and I want one bad reason that I mentioned. And I'm going to give you guys, let's see. Let's do 60 seconds. I'm going to give you guys 60 seconds. So I want, again, one good reason to coach and one bad reason to coach. Let me reset this music. All right. I see y'all. Again, I want one good reason and one bad reason. So it should be, you should have 2 answers. episode. Yeah. And guys, if you haven't hit that like button yet, do me a solid, hit that like button again. If you're watching on TikTok and you want to be a part of this playbook giveaway, appreciate you guys so much. I need you to come over to the YouTube side. I want you to be a part of the giveaway. I don't want you to miss out, especially if you've been watching. Come on over to YouTube, look up Coach Beast. You'll see us live, all right? Just be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel when you come over. Miss B says we're at 75 likes. 75 likes. Man, we hit 80. I'm giving away 4. All right. All right. Y'all bear with me one sec. y'all are commenting so fast that I can't even keep up. Y'all are crushing it. Y'all are absolutely crushing it. So again, the question was, I went over the different steps of why. Well, let me back up. I went with step 1 of knowing your why, right? You got to know your why. And I wanted to know one good reason and one bad reason as to why you become a youth football coach, right? The good reasons are make a difference in your community. 2, mentor and lead young athletes. 3, love teaching the game. Those were the good reasons, okay? The bad reasons were just want to call plays, won't control the power, think it's easy. Those were the bad ones. All right. So I do have a winner. I do have a winner of the first playbook giveaway. Let me get that drum roll going. The winner of the first copy of the Beast Unleashed playbook system is Coach Louise. Congratulations, Coach. Congratulations. You are the winner of the first giveaway. Y'all give him a shout out. Let me see, how do I hide this? There we go. All right. So if you are a winner, all you got to do is email me, let me know. Give me your name and let me know what you won. And give me 24 to 48 hours to get back to you guys, because Coach Beast gets busy and tied up, and sometimes I don't get to my emails until the next day or the day after. All right. There we go. Just email me, beastoutyou@gmail.com. Again, beastoutyou@gmail.com. Again, put your name and let me know what you want. That way, I have in the past had people message me saying they won and they didn't win crap. And they was trying to, get over on Coach Beast, even though I watch every single show. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do is I need to take a restroom break. So what I'm going to do is, let's see. I want y'all to give me about 60 seconds and I'll be right back. That's good? That's cool? And that way, it probably give y'all time to check out the Playbook store. Again, if y'all want to check out anything at the Playbook store, or if you haven't gotten a practice plan, all you got to do is type 99 in the comments, and I will DM you the link to the practice plan, and you can go and check that out until I return. All right, guys, be right back. All right, guys, I am back. Appreciate y'all for your patience. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much. All right, y'all ready? Before I go to the next question, I got some good news. I got some great news. We have hit 80 freaking likes. We have hit 80 likes, so I'm giving away 4 copies of the Beast Unleashed playbook system, man. Big deal. Y'all hear me? Big deal, man. I really appreciate it. I'm telling you guys, like, I love giving away things. I love giving, right? Because it always comes back to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, like my whole life, you know, just showing gratitude, showing love through giving is something that I value, and it's super important to me. And it has been such a blessing in my life on so many levels. So this is like literally, I get bummed out when you guys, like, if we don't hit 50 likes and I don't give away a playbook, like, it bums me out. But when we have nights like this where I'm able to give away four copies of this, and this is like this is really over $1,000 worth of resources for you guys. Like per playbook system, it's a system. It's not just playbooks. It's an entire system. Something that lasts y'all for a decade if you wanted to, right? Like being able to give away literally over $5,000 worth of resources to you guys is so fulfilling for me, because God always blesses me and my family when this kind of, these kind of things happen. So just wanted to say that, guys. Really, really appreciate you guys, for real. All right. So if y'all ready for the next question, give me a hell yeah. And y'all about to make me work for these questions, man. Now I got to pull questions out of my ass for you guys, but I got you. I got you. Let's see here. Okay. This is good. This is good. So, question number 2. So during the show, I talked about step 3, which was learn the fundamentals. What are the 2 essential fundamentals I said you must learn? What are the 2 fundamentals, the 2 essential fundamentals I said you must learn? Let me know. I'm going to give you guys, let's say, 60 seconds. Let me start this music back. Oh, y'all not playing. Y'all are not playing. Oh yeah, y'all. Ooh-wee. Okay. You know what I think I'm going to do, guys? With this question, I'm going to pick 2 winners. Yeah, I'm gonna pick 2 winners from this question. That all right? I see you, Coach Marv, taking souls. Oh man. All right. All right. So the question is, I talked about step 3, which was learn the fundamentals. I wanted to know, what are the 2 essential things you must learn as it relates to fundamentals? The answer is, got to learn blocking and tackling. Most of y'all already knew it. Y'all took off with that one. Blocking and tackling are the 2 essential fundamentals that you must learn. Listen, guys, I'm telling you, man, if you want to cut through the noise and the BS of learning how to win games, I don't care if you got a small team, a big team, a slow team, a fast team. If you can teach these kids how to block and tackle, you're going to go far, period. Period. It's going to make it easier for your skill guys. You're going to make your skill guys' job hell of a lot easy. But when you know how to block, even your average running back is going to look like all-stars running the ball. Period. Y'all got me? So with that being said, I'm going to choose 2 winners. The first winner of the playbook giveaway is Coach Tim. Congratulations, man. And I want to make sure I pronounce your last name correctly. Coach Tim Sullins. Coach Tim Sullins. I hope I said that correctly. Congratulations, Coach. And this technically is the third winner of the playbook giveaway is JPA. I don't know how to say that back in, but JPA, you are the winner, brother. Congratulations. Congrats. So again, the way you retrieve your playbook is just email me at beastoutyou@gmail.com. I'm going to put it up again. And again, guys, we're giving away one more playbook. We're at 80 right now. If we hit 90, I'll give away 2 more. So just for the record, if y'all still want me to give away more, I'd have no problem doing that. 0 problems doing that. Miss B says we're at 82 likes. I mean, if we get 8 more likes and hit 90, I give away 2 more. I don't care. I don't care. I love this. This is hella fulfilling for me. All right. And I love that you guys are congratulating the fellow coaches. That's what it's about over here with Beast Nation, man. Brotherhood, support, and respect. You know, we live in a generation, especially in this social media generation, where it's nothing but negativity. It's so much negativity going on in the world, especially on social media, right? And so just to be in a place where it's positivity, it's respect, it's brotherhood, you know, it's just refreshing, you know, especially online. You know, people think being like a content creator is easy. Like, you have to eat shit most of the time, to be honest, guys. You know, you get a lot of haters, a lot of jealousy, a lot of people shooting arrows at you, especially, you know, if you're somebody like me, which has one of the top platforms for youth football and youth football coaching, you get a lot of hate and you get a lot of negativity, but you learn to get stronger by it. And all of that is a part of the job. But at the same time, it's so refreshing when you are around a group of men, especially for me, because I feel like I got a calling to help men and young men. When you're around men who respect you and it's positivity and support, man, that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? This is why we do what we do. All right, guys, final question here. Unless we hit 90 likes. Now, Miss B said we got 5 more likes. 5 more likes, we go to 90, and I give away another one after this one. All right. So with step 4, guys, I talked about step 4. And I said build a practice plan, right? There are 4 pillars to practice that I talked about. What are those 4 pillars that I talked about with step 4? So what are those 4 pillars to build a practice plan? Let me know. All right, let's bring this music back. 60 seconds, guys. And again, guys, if you just came on, I know sometimes we forget, but if you can do me a solid and hit that like button, I would really appreciate it. Hit that like button. Again, if we hit 90 likes, I give away another playbook. Make sure y'all subscribe to the show if y'all getting value, y'all having fun. Again, this is basically your year-round coaching clinic, guys, for youth football coaches. Miss B says 4 more. 4 more. We get 4 more likes. I'm giving away 2. Hey, we get to 100. We get to 100. Give away another one. All right. Miss B says 11 more. She's going for that 100. All right. All right. Good deal. Good deal. So again, the question was with step 4, right? I talked about building a practice plan, right? Building a practice plan. And I said there are 4 pillars to building this practice plan, right? Which are, you got the individual period, you got the group period, you got the team period, and then you have conditioning. Again, individual period, group period, team period, and conditioning. So if you got that correct, congrats. You are in the last pickings. And so what I'm going to do is, since we're at 90, are we at 90, Ms. Beast? Let me see. Dirty Ray Gunn says 1 more for 90. Dirty Ray said 1 more for 90. Miss Beast checking, seeing where we at. Guys, if y'all haven't hit that like button, I think if we get 1 more like, we hit 90. So if you haven't hit that like button yet, go ahead and hit it. Miss B says we're at 89. Miss B says we're at 89. Let's get it, guys. Let's get it. So I can announce another winner. Mr. Dubby says, I saw 90. We're there, Miss Beast? Yes. All right. All right. Got 90 likes, man. Congratulations. We cooking. We are all cooking. Shout out to you guys. So that means, let's see. That means we're giving away, what, 2 more? All right. Here we go, guys. The first winner. Well, this is what man, I'm losing count, y'all. The third winner. I don't know anymore. I just know. Hell, Miss Beast, like hell, shoot. The next winner. The next winner of the Beast Unleashed playbook giveaway is, let me drum roll this. Coach Cedric Jenkins. I hope I didn't butcher your first name, Coach, but congratulations. Congratulations, man. So since we hit 90, I'm finna give away another one. The next winner. Oh man, hey, it's getting late, y'all. The next winner of the Beast Unleashed Playbook giveaway is Big J White 937. Congratulations, Coach. All right. What we at, Miss Beast? 92. All right. This is what I'm gonna do, guys. This is what I'm gonna do before I get out of here. If we can get to 100 likes, I'm gonna give away another playbook. Usually I end it right here. If we get to 100 likes in the next 60 seconds, I'm gonna give away one more. All right. That way, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. That'll be the 5th playbook we giving away. And that's well over $5,000, $6,000 worth of playbooks systems we're giving away. We got 33 watching, Miss B said, on the YouTube side. We got 46 over here on the YouTube and Facebook side. We got, let's see, man, we got 3,500 likes over here on TikTok. Shout out to TikTok. Shout out to you guys. So what I'm going to do, though, guys, is I'm going to give you guys 60 seconds, okay? 60 seconds, and I'm going to give away one more. And what I'm going to do is I'm not even going to ask another question. I'm going to pull from you guys who already got it correct. How about that? Let's do it like that. Coach Daniel, man, appreciate you too, brother. Appreciate you so much, man. Thanks for rocking with me. Thank all of you guys for rocking with me, man. Y'all are awesome. This is fun. This is not even work, man. This is absolutely fun. Appreciate you, Coach. Appreciate you, Coach Kevin. And again, guys, let me see here. We got about 10 of you guys on TikTok. A lot of y'all already came over. Appreciate you guys. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also, guys, make sure if you don't have a practice plan yet, get my practice plan. All you got to do is type 99 in the comments and I will DM you the link to the practice plan. It also take you directly to the playbook store and you can check out any of the new playbooks we got. We got the Wing T plus Gun T system. We have that available, brand new. We got the double wing. We got the Beast double wing playbook. That's one that I haven't even talked much about. Double wing, so tried and true. One of my favorite formations to run. We got that playbook. We got the 5-3 juggernaut defense. All the playbooks have been updated. So if you guys already have the bundle or already have the old system, guess what? Everything has been updated. So like we got play-by-play installation now. And I wanted to give y'all some that y'all can use really for years to come. That was my goal. So, you know, right now, the system, the entire system, the one we're giving away, the 22 playbook system, I discounted it. It's literally 90% off. So if you don't win the system, you can still get it for 90% off if that's something you're interested in. All you got to do is scan that QR code. If you're watching on TikTok, you can just go to my link in the bio. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, again, you can just keyword 99 and I will send you the link to the playbook store, but also the practice plan as well. All right, Miss Beast, where are we on likes? We had 94. I think we're stalling a little bit. We're kind of stalling. 6 more likes. 6 more likes to get us there, guys. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? Dana Holland says 99. I don't see 99 on my end. Let's see. Coach Rodriguez said 99 as well. Let's see. Refresh on your end, Miss Beast. Let's see. I mean, I hope we're at 99. Let's get it, guys. I hope we're at 99. Let me go on and be thinking of my question. Oh, okay. My bad. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Coach Townsend says they're coming in 99 for the playbook. Okay, my fault. Hey, my bad. Hey, y'all got Miss Beast over here head spinning. She like, wait a minute. Am I tripping? I see 94 on my end. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do, guys. This is what I'm gonna do. Because you guys have been so amazing tonight, I'm gonna give away one more playbook from where we are. I'm gonna give away one more playbook right now. How about that? Would that work, guys? Let me see here. And what I'm gonna do too is I'm not gonna ask another question. I'm gonna pick a coach from the previous question. Coach Anthony, you want to know is your 5-3 defense in your store? Yes, sir. It is. It's in the store. When you go, just scroll down a little bit. It's kind of up top. You'll see the Beast Unleashed bundle. You scroll down a little bit, you'll see the 5-3 juggernaut defense there. It is there, yes, sir. And again, guys, that's a brand new, hot off the press, one of the dopest playbooks ever, man. Can't go wrong, man. The 5-3 juggernaut. And it was fun making that playbook because I'm going to be honest with you guys. The teams that always gave me like a tough time as a coach through the years have been teams that run 5-3. The 5-3 defense is just, again, it's kind of like the diamond formation or the T formation or the wishbone, right? Or it's a single wing. Like, they're just tried and true. Certain formations just will last you a lifetime. And we know football, it cycles around, right? Right now the spread is popular and all of that. But I guarantee you it's going to cycle back around where you're seeing teams running more of that wishbone or single wing or whatever, right? So the 5-3 is just one of those tried and true defenses that's not going nowhere, especially on the youth football level. Yes, sir. Sure is. So I'm going to give away one more copy of of the Beast Unleashed playbook system. Coach Jay says, love these live chats. Don't get to see them often, but always worth it. It's so true, man. So true. Y'all, I'm telling you, man, the live chat is what kind of gives me rocket fuel. Because believe it or not, guys, like, I'm like a big introvert, right? I'm a big introvert, meaning once I get off this show, I'm going to crash. I'm going to crash. Like, I don't talk a lot. Like, believe it or not, like, I can be social, but I love being by myself. I love working by myself. I love thinking by myself. I'm a night owl. Now, I like to work late. I do my best thinking late at night. But like with a show like this where I'm talking for 2 hours, man, I'm going to freaking crash. And Miss Beast know it. Like, I crash and I don't know. Sometimes after the show, we literally rewatch the show. Literally rewatch the show. And literally I can't talk. I don't want to talk. I don't. Hey, we're gonna get Miss Beast back on the show soon. When we go into our Teen Mom show. But I'm here to tell you guys, like, Coach Beast don't like to talk like that, man. You know, but I love to teach. I love to help. I love to mentor. I love to educate, and that's what kind of fuels me through this whole thing. And by the way, guys, Miss B says that we got 3 more likes to hit 100. If we hit 100, guys, I'm giving away 2 more playbooks. Y'all hear me? If we hit 100, I'm giving away 2 more because I feel that good tonight. I feel that good tonight. All right, guys. Let me know in the comments too, guys. What defense are y'all running this year? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Like, what are y'all running? Are y'all running 4-4 Reaper defense, 6-2 Savage defense, 4-2-5, or something else? The 5-3 Juggernaut. Let me know what y'all kind of planning to run. I love to just kind of get a feel for what y'all doing. And another thing, guys, I forgot to make mention of this. If y'all want to take a look at the wing T offense, all you got to do is comment wing in the comments, and I'll DM you the link to that. Same thing with the 4-4 Reaper. If you put Reaper in the comments, I will DM you the link to that. Man, guys, I'm trying to make it so easy for y'all to get access to this stuff. And because I really want y'all to win. I'm obsessed with seeing y'all winning, man. That's the truth. Miss B says 1 more like. 1 more like. A lot of you guys running the 5-3. I love it. I hope y'all running that 5-3 Juggernaut. The mixed pressures in that bad boy is just absolutely nasty. Let's see here. And don't worry, we're going to do a whole show on the 5-3 Juggernaut too. And this is going to be awesome for y'all who purchased it and going to purchase it. And for also, yeah, thank you, Coach. I forgot to mention this. So if you guys want to run the same exact defensive system I run, which is the flex system, where I run the 4-4 Reaper defense as my base, and I will flex it into the 6-2 or the 4-2-5. I got that bundle available in the playbook store. It's called the Beast Ultimate Flex System. Okay, if y'all interested in that system, that's a 3-in-1 bundle. Okay, and it's actually discounted, right? If you want that, just comment flex to check it out, and I'll send you the link. I'll DM you the link. Just put flex, FLEX. All right. And I will DM you the link to check out the bundle, the 3-in-1. And really, if I was a coach needing a defense and not really, not sure, I know I want to run the 4-4 and I may run the 6-2, and I'm going freaking flex, hands freaking down, guys. The flex is almost like my completed master God mode defensive system. It's what I learned from when I first started running the 4-4 Reaper, and then my league changed to where they was a little more run heavy. And I said, okay, let me try 6-2. Then I went and started playing in travel league where they was passing the ball more. I said, oh shit, let me go to the 4-2-5. And then I was like, wait a minute, we need to be like a transformer. We need to be able to flex this defense. And so guess what? I created the flex system where we run the 4-4 Reaper as our base. And based on who we're playing, if we're going against more of a spread team, we're flexing to the 4-2-5. If we're going against a team that's run heavy or got a weak offensive line, and I know they're running the ball 90 to 100% of the time, even 85% of the time, we will flex down to that 6-2 Savage and absolutely eat and take their freaking souls. So if y'all interested in that bundle, just type flex in the comments, and I will make sure I DM you that bundle. FLEX. All right. Guys, guess what? For tonight, let's go. Man, I gotta get like a horn or something, man. I want a loud horn or something like that. But man, y'all are rocking, man. Y'all are rocking. So I'm gonna give away 2 more 2 more playbooks here. And I'm just gonna see here. Let me see. And we're gonna get up out of here because Coach Beast is crashing. All right, let's see. I'm trying to come up with a question, guys. Okay. So I talked about step 5, guys. And by the way, I'm giving away another playbook to someone right now. I'm about to give away a playbook, and then I'm gonna actually give away a playbook right now, and then I'm gonna ask this question for the last giveaway, and we're done. Okay. So the winner of the this is the sixth winner. Wow. Okay. The 6th winner of the Beast Unleashed playbook system giveaway is, let me see, Trump. Coach Matthews. Congratulations, Coach. Congratulations. Again, Coach, just email me at beastoutyou@gmail.com. Again, that's beastoutyou@gmail.com. Y'all about to make me work with sending all this stuff out. Boom. All right. Yeah, so just email me. I put the email in the comments, and you can just email me. Let's go. Let's go. No problem, Coach, man. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, guys. Final question. Final question of tonight, and I got to get out of here. All right. So I talked about the final step. The final step, which is master communications, right? I want to know, give me 2 pillars, 2 of the 4 pillars I mentioned that you need to do to master communication. Give me 2 things that I said as it relates to mastering communication. As a matter of fact, give me 1. Just give me 1 thing I said about mastering communication. I'm gonna give y'all 60 seconds. Let's get it. TikTok fam, man, appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Y'all are awesome. Y'all have been amazing. Thank you for the 4,200 likes. Amazing. Again, guys, if y'all want to be a part of the show, the giveaways, strongly encourage you to come on over to the YouTube side. Come on over to the YouTube side. Look up Coach Beast. You will see us over here. Come and rock with me. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe. If y'all watching the show right now, make sure that y'all hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, guys. All right, let's see. Okay. Think we got a winner. Think we got a winner. Well, I believe we got a winner. Hold on, let me make sure. Let me proof this stuff. Okay. Yeah, we got a winner. All right, here we go, guys. And the winner of the final, I don't even know, I think we gave away 7 tonight, of the 7th Beast Unleashed Playbook Bundle is wait, hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't even give y'all the answer yet. I didn't even give y'all the answer. My bad. That's on me. Womp on me. So, real quick, step 5 was mastering communication. You were correct if you said set a parents meeting before the season, right? Set expectations early, establish boundaries. And I don't think I mentioned this one, but use GroupMe. I used the GroupMe app to keep communications tight. I didn't mention that in this show. I did the last show, but use that GroupMe app. It's amazing. I'm not sponsored by it. It's just something I've been using for years. It's absolutely bananas. Okay, guys. So if you got any of those 3 correct, you are in the final pickings. All right. But I do have a winner that had already answered this correct. So let's get it. The winner of the last playbook giveaway is Coach Rusty. Congratulations, Coach. Man, that's awesome. Absolutely awesome, man. Guys, y'all have been absolutely amazing tonight. And listen, if you wasn't a winner tonight, literally every show, we like to give away at least one playbook. If we hit 50 likes, we'll give away a playbook. Now, of course, as the show grows, the goals are going to grow more as well. But just know, man, over here in Beast Nation, we love to give. We're all for coaches. Like, guys, I'm all about you guys, okay? Literally, I do this full time. I'm going to say that again. I do this full time. I used to work a 9 to 5 in corporate America. Then I started my own business as a career consultant, professional resume writer, did that for about 10 years. And then I, made it up in my mind that I'm going to take my consulting skills and mentorship skills, right? And I'm going to put it towards helping youth football coaches. And that's what I do now full time. And it's absolutely a blast. It does not feel like work whatsoever because, my goal, guys, is to help make football great again. Hands down, every kid matters to me. And I believe that if we begin to focus on the kids again, we can change the game. But the only way we're able to focus on kids again is to raise up selfless leaders who make it about the kids, but not only about the kids in a fun sense, but about the kids in a personal development sense where we teach the life skills to these kids so they can be successful adults and we can push the generations forward, right? So these kids can be great people, right? Moving forward. When we're long gone, these kids got their own families. Their kids got their own families. Like, that's what it's about. I'm all about family. All about family, all about kids, all about legacy, all about pushing things forward in our society for the good. That's what it's all about. And we just use youth football as a vehicle to mold the next generation of men, of leaders, of families worldwide. So that's why we do what we do here over here in Beast Nation. So, guys, that's it for the show tonight, man. I had a blast. I appreciate you guys so much. If you haven't already, again, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We're going to be back here at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we do a show every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you hit the notification bell and so you don't miss it. Also, if you haven't gotten the free practice plan yet, all you got to do is comment practice, and I will DM you the link. Now, if you're not able to get the link on the YouTube side, all you have to do is just hit that QR code, scan the QR code, and you'll be able to go to the Playbook store. Okay, guys? And as always, too, you can always go to my description area if you're watching on YouTube. And I got all my links in the description area. If you don't see it there, I need to make sure it's there. If you don't see it there, no worries. All you have to do is go to like one of my shorts and you will see it. But The easy thing is do is just scan the QR code, guys, and y'all will be straight. All right. That's it, guys, for the show tonight, man. Love you guys so much, man. Had a blast. Thank you, TikTok, for everything that you guys do over there on that end as well. So I will see you guys next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And until next time, beast out. Peace.